In a vibrant village, nestled amidst the rolling hills of Africa, there lived a young and graceful girl named AKILA. She possessed a spirit that danced as freely as the wind, and a heartbeat that singed with the rhythms of our land. AKILA's feet seemed to possess a life of their own, moving with grace and passion whenever the melodies of the village called her name. When AKILA was born, a soothsayer had prophesied and told her mother that she was going to be a great traditional dancer in the future. Her parents were not happy then about that because they wanted her to follow another course of life. But they later decided to let her pursue her passion as they found out the gift was inborn. AKILA would watch the elders dancing and swaying to the village drum beats and music. Mesmerized by their movements, AKILA captured that same magic within her steps, and coupled with her creator-given talents, would dance and beat all of them to it. AKILA! AKILA! They would all shout, hailing her in midst of other kids as she outwitted them with her steps. With tireless dedication, she honed her skills, mastering traditional dances that had been passed down through generations. AKILA's performances captured the village, each step telling a story of joy as her hips swayed and moved to the gyration of the rhythm. Her dance embodied the spirit of her people, celebrating their history, traditions, and the tapestry of the land every evening as the villagers celebrated life through music. It was during one of those lovely gatherings that AKILA's life took a different turn. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow across the village, a group of traveling musicians arrived. The whole village was in excitement. The rhythmic beats of their instruments filled the air, drawing everyone to the center of the village. AKILA, always eager to dance, stepped forward confidently, her feet tapping in sync with the music. Her body swayed effortlessly, as if she was an extension of the melody itself. The villagers watched in awe, their eyes fixed on her every move. Among the travelers stood a young man named Baluba. He was captured by AKILA's dance, and his heart skipped a beat with every graceful motion she made. Baluba was an aspiring musician, and he played the kora, a traditional West African string instrument. Baluba was actually a king's son and a prince by birth, but he loved music so much and he played the kora, an African string instrument. As the night wore on, Baluba could not take his eyes off AKILA. He approached her, his heart pounding, and complimented her on her exquisite dance. AKILA smiled warmly, her eyes sparkling with gratitude. Baluba and AKILA spent the entire evening talking and sharing stories. They discovered a mutual love for music and dance, and their connection grew stronger with each passing moment. Their hearts beat in harmony, as if they were meant to find each other amidst the rhythms of life. In the days that followed, Baluba remained in the village, unable to tear himself away from AKILA's presence. He played his kora while AKILA danced, and their performance became a symbol of their blossoming love. The village elders, witnessing the profound bond between Baluba and AKILA, decided to honor their love by organizing a grand celebration. The entire village came together to create a magical event where colors, music and dance merged into a symphony of joy. Under the moonlit sky, surrounded by the love and support of their community, Baluba and AKILA performed their most enchanting dance. Their bodies moved as one, their souls intertwined, telling a tale of love and unity that resonated with the hearts of everyone present. But the whole event taking place did not go well with the king of the village. He was already in love with AKILA, and he dreamt almost every day of how he will make her his 10th wife. He was busy planning and scheming how he would take and trick the young and beautiful dancer AKILA when he noticed Baluba's attention on her. He was thus busy scheming with one of his men one day when Baluba overheard them talking at the palace. Baluba and his men had been hosted at the palace. No one knew he was a prince and heir to his father's throne. They thought he was an ordinary musician traveling from village to village to make money. They did not know he was doing it for interest and passion for music. As soon as Baluba heard it, he went straight to look for AKILA and told her. AKILA was upset when she heard it and quickly went to tell her parents about it. Her parents loved her so much and did not want her to live such a life despite the fame that would come with being a queen in the village palace. So they forbade her from accepting such whenever he came forward to ask for her hand in marriage. That was when Baluba thought it wise to propose to the woman, the young woman he was already in love with, and he quickly proposed to AKILA. Her parents were happy about it, but in doubt about Baluba's background because they did not know anything about him. So they told him that if he was serious about marrying AKILA, he was to bring his parents to see them, to verify his background and his character. Few days later, a group of well-dressed strangers and their king arrived at the village asking for AKILA's family. They found out that the king was Baluba's father, and they were all surprised to see that Baluba was a prince. At the same time, the king of AKILA's village came forward to AKILA's hand in marriage with many gifts. AKILA's family spokesperson was told to make a talk after they had all deliberated on it. After they were all welcome, the matter is not in our hands, but that of AKILA, the spokesperson said, looking at everyone present. "Oh, my king, oh, the king of the other nation, the whole matter of marriage of AKILA is not in our hands. Whatever our daughter accepts or agrees to do, that is what will follow." All of them were happy to hear that. They said, "Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead." Good. So right now, we are now calling on our daughter AKILA to come out and choose the man she wants to marry. So AKILA came out. Everyone therefore sat quietly waiting for AKILA to speak. The king of AKILA's village was confident that AKILA would accept his proposal because he had secretly given a large sum of money to AKILA through one of his men. But unfortunately, AKILA had rejected the money, and the man was too afraid to go back to the king to deliver such a message to him. AKILA got up and walked with grace to the center of the room and requested for music to be played. And whosoever she requested to dance with her of the two men would be her chosen husband. And so everyone waited and watched AKILA dance to the audience and music. AKILA was dancing, rolling, twisting her waist, all her body in gyration. At last, AKILA stretched out her hands and said, "My chosen husband is. Everyone, including AKILA's village king, waited patiently. The king was smiling with confidence that he knew what money could buy. Money, my money can give me everything," he was saying within him. My money, the king was saying. Baluba did not know what the king had done. The king was saying confidently inside him, "Yes, I will marry this beautiful girl. Look at her. The way she's twisting. I will marry her. My money is talking. My money is walking." It was just dreaming when AKILA said, "Is Baluba." AKILA said quietly in a deadly tone. The king sprang up to his feet immediately, and the music stopped. "That can't be," he shouted. "I gave you a lot of money just to marry you, and you took my money and still refused to marry me?" There was a deadly silence, which stretched into minutes as the implication of the words he had said dawned on everyone sitting down. "I'm sorry, my lord," AKILA's voice sounded in the room. "But you see, money can't buy my love. My heart belongs to someone who deserves me better. Ask the person you sent, my king. I did not accept your money." "What?" the king shouted. And that was it. AKILA married Baluba, and it was a grand occasion as she was escorted to her husband's kingdom. Years later, AKILA became known as the dancing queen of the kingdom. She had many children, taught the villagers how to dance gracefully to rhythms. That's the end of the story. Please like, subscribe, and share the videos to your groups, family, and friends. That's the least you can do for me. Thanks for watching.